Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at Dragonite and Mewtwo. Mewtwo is going to be my best buddy, and it is going to be equipped with the CP sitting at 4,201, quite extremely high. And I'm going to tell you right now, Mewtwo is amazing, and with this little bit of a boost, it's just going to be doing that much more damage. I am going to be leading with Dragonite for the entirety of this video here, and I found some crazy good success doing so, having Melmetal and then Mewtwo in the back for kind of a safe swap. So we're going up against our Rhyperior, which we do win this matchup here. We just need to look out for Rock Wrecker. That would definitely take us out in one shot, but we did make the correct call. We're able to farm down with a significant amount of energy here. In comes the Dialga, and we're not going to switch at this point because we do not want to lose the switch priority. So we're just going to continue on here and do as much damage as we can with the Dragonite. And then after this, we're going to go ahead and go in here with our Melmetal and finish off that Dialga potentially. Let's see exactly what happens here. So we're going to go ahead and go in with our Melmetal. They have a significant amount of energy. This could be Draco Meteor or Thunder. It's going to be a Thunder doing a lot of damage here. We're going to be going for Rock Slide. Not too sure why. Thinking I may have been able to almost take it out here and then survive and have energy for the next Pokemon. But thinking that they're at another Thunder because they did gain quite a bit of energy. And it is kind of hard to count the Dragon Breaths. And we do use our last shield, unfortunately. And we do have a CMP tie in which they were able to go first. So we kind of wasted energy. We're going to be going in with our Mewtwo. Now we can definitely win this matchup here. They're going to be able to get off a Surf. This, let's see if it's going to KO us. Our Side Strike, it is going to KO us barely. And it was a Thunder, unfortunately. So now we're not looking too hot here at all. So we're going to be able to go down and they take the win there. So good game, but that's okay. Just because I have a first bad set with a new team that I do make doesn't mean that I think it's going to perform horribly all the time. So we're just going to keep trying again and see what we can do here. So we did have a bad lead in which we did switch into our Mewtwo, and they're going to be going in with their Melmetal. Let's see if we can get a shield out of them, and unfortunately not. I haven't used the shield, but at this point I do because I want to come out on top for this one here. They haven't used the shield yet. Let's see if we can get one out of them, thinking that we're going to be going for a Focus Blast, and we get it. And we're just going to go for another Side Strike immediately here. We're going to be able to potentially get to another one as long as we do shield this Rock Slide here. And I decide to make a switch into our own Melmetal. Shields are down. And let's see if I'm going to be able to land this Superpower after they do. Hopefully they were not able to switch in this moment because sometimes you're not able to see. And they did make a switch into Dialga, but no more shields left. It did a bunch of damage, and now we're looking great. We're just going to simply go for another one here. We've dropped our attack and defense quite a bit. In comes the Giratina, and now we're not going to be doing much damage with the Rock Slide, and they're going to be able to simply farm us down. And with no shields, it's not looking great. We have to make the correct call here. Going to be going in with Dragonite. Let's just hope they do not have Dragon Pulse. It's going to be a Shadow Ball, and they're making a switch, and we're making a switch immediately. Let's see if this is going to KO. Shoot, it is. And what are we going to do here? We're going to go for the Dragon Claw and hope we can take this out. Come on. I don't want to give up on this team yet. And we're able to get to another Dragon Claw. Are we going to actually be able to take this win? Dragon Breath, and we take it with the Dragonite at the end. Let's go. All right, so some success here. Let's continue on. We're met with a Rhyperior. This is going to be a great lead like we've seen in the beginning, but those trainers decided to stay in. This one decided to switch out into Dragonite, in which we're going to be going in with our Melmetal here, and we know this is a great situation. They're going to be letting that go through, and it's going to be a Hurricane. That's a really good move to have. That's the one I actually have. I have Dragon Claw and Hurricane, and you're going to see exactly when Hurricane is going to be good to use. And it was like, wow, it really did save me. And that is going to be in this video here. So we're able to take that Dragonite down. Wanted them to take me low enough so they couldn't farm me too much. With this, looks like Metagross here. So we're just going to be getting off as many superpowers as possible. And we still have 2 shields, so we're looking great. We're going to go in here with Mewtwo most definitely. And potentially build up to a Focus Blast and try to bait them out and then go for another one and take out that Metagross immediately, because that is kind of a threat here with the Dragonite in the back. It looks like I'm just going to go straight for Focus Blast. It goes through. They have 1 shield left. It is going to be that Rhyperior. And this is looking great for us. We have 1 shield. They know we're going to be potentially shielding up whatever they do throw at us. So they can either have Surf or Superpower, what people usually run alongside Rock Wrecker. They're going for Superpower, not very effective, getting the shield out of us. We're making that switch into Dragonite and going for the Dragon Claw here. And let's see if we can do this. If we get hit by Rock Wrecker, this is definitely going to take us out. Mewtwo has a Psystrike. I remember, okay, so what I was doing there was, I could have finished it off with Mewtwo, but I wanted to just test out Dragonite and, yeah, just having a little fun there. Anyways, into the next battle, we're met with a Kyogre. This is great for us. We obviously just need to look out for Blizzard because, well, that's going to easily one-shot us, but it's going to also take them forever to finally get there. And they can go for, you know, 2 Surfs and bait the first shield out of us. And that's exactly what they do here. Some people like to build up and just go for the Blizzard, making them think that you're going to be going for Surf, and they get it through, so that's going to be good for them. But we were able to take them down, and in comes the Dialga here. We're just going to stay in the match and do as much damage. Let them take us out so we don't lose switch priority. Go in here with the Melmetal, and we're both equal in our shields 1-to-1. They're making a switch into the Dialga, and we're going to be going immediately into our Mewtwo here. We'll be able to win this as long as we keep an even energy advantage here. Alright, so they're going to be going with Shadow Ball. Ominous Winds do a lot of damage to Mewtwo as well. They may have Dragon Pulse, but who knows. So we have no more shields. This is going to be a Shadow Ball and definitely taking us out. Alright, so let's see how we're going to be able to play this one out. We're going to be able to farm them down. Come on, getting a little brave here. No more shields. We would be able to survive a Shadow Ball, but we built up enough energy to take out this Dialga with 2 superpowers. So long as we can hit this one here. All right. Oh man, what is this going to be? Are we going to survive this Draco? It's an Iron Head. Wow. Okay. If that would have been a potential Thunder or Draco, we would have maybe gone down since we did lower our defense. So good thing that they went for Iron Head. Going into the next match, and we're met with another Rhyperior. This is fantastic. They're making a switch into Dialga, and we're going to be going right into our Melmetal, folks. You know, that is my Dialga counter. I mean, you have to bring it, I feel like, to counter these darn things. There's other Pokemon, but Melmetal's just so spammy, and it can take out so many other Pokemon as well, so it's just such a fantastic option. Definitely should try to make yourself one. I know it's going to be hard to get it because of the switch and all, but yeah. So did you see what I did there? I went for a Rock Slide, baiting out that last shield, and the reason why I went for Rock Slide is because it wasn't going to lower my defense, so I would be able to survive the couple of Dragon Breaths to get off the next superpower, and it worked perfectly. I'm not going to be doing that once, but twice in this video. So take note, guys. These little tips and tricks are going to help you out quite a bit, and it's not like, oh, one-time thing. I make it occur, you know, multiple times. So we're in a matchup against the Kyogre, and we're just going to go straight Psystrike, right? We have a shield. We're going to potentially be able to win this, I think. Let's see. All right, another Psystrike. Those waterfalls are doing so much damage. Able to get it through, and unfortunately not. They're going to be able to take us out with the Surf here, but that's fine. Going to be going in here with the Dragonite, farming them down. We have a Hurricane, but we're just going to be going for Dragon Claw, because it is going to be Rhyperior, and they do resist this. Let's just hope they do not get to a Rock Wrecker. Come on, same situation as before, and finishing off with Dragonite at the end with the Dragon Breaths to a Rhyperior. All right, so going into the next match, met with a Giratina. This is great. All right, they're switching into Melmetal, and I'm going to be going right into my Mewtwo. Was kind of slow on the switch there, a little bit slow. They have built up to potentially 2 Rock Slides at this point, so they can hit them back to back. So we're going to go ahead and let that first one go through and then just shield up the second one. I mean, it didn't really matter the order in which I shielded them. I just did it that way, I guess. So at this point, we're just going to be going for the Psystrike because they are within range of just about KOing them. I don't think necessarily a Psystrike would take them out at this point, but we were able to get a shield, which is great. And we're going to be retreating with a ton of energy on our Mewtwo and catching this Rock Slide with our Melmetal. Not going to be very effective. They're going to be switching into Metagross here. We do have a little bit of an energy advantage, ever so slightly, but it doesn't really matter too much. They're going to be shielding up the first superpower, which is going to be the strongest one. And from here on out, they're just going to be getting weaker and weaker. So what I didn't want them to do was farm a bunch of energy. It looks like they built up to an Earthquake and went right for it, which is great for us. Going to be going in here with our Mewtwo and just going to be going for the Focus Blast. and looking to take that Metagross out. No more shields, so we're in the clear here. With no more shields, Mewtwo is a monster. And we're going to be going for Side Strike onto that Giratina, doing a lot of damage, bringing in the Dragonite immediately here, and hoping they do not go for a Dragon Pulse. It's going to be a Shadow Ball. And they made a switch immediately, and I know it's the Melmetal. That's fine if we got off the Dragon Claw. We still just need to do as much damage and take it out before, unfortunately, it gets to a Rock Slide, but it is able to get there. And what happens? Our Mewtwo is going to be going down. It has no health. So good game there. Let's move it on to the next one here. And we're met with a Melmetal. This is not great, but it's good that I run into these not so great leads so you can see how I work myself out of these situations for a potential win or coming close to, because it is pretty hard to work yourself out of these. So they decide to stay in here with their Melmetal, but never mind, I take that back. They switch, we just didn't see it. Now we're going to be going for a Focus Blast. Come on, let's get this through. Oh boy, yeah, let's go. We get the Focus Blast through. Now they've been threatened and kind of pushed back by this one-shotted Focus Blast on the Mewtwo, so let's go ahead and play the mind games. Here comes another Focus Blast, and we get the shield out of them. Perfect, so we're up a shield. Mewtwo did its job. It can go down now. Fantastic. We're going to be able to go in here with our Melmetal. They have no more shields left. They can get a superpower through, and that's perfectly fine. But they made a switch into Garchomp before I can see it, and we're going to be going right in here with our Dragonite, and we're going to be looking good in this situation because we still do have a shield, but we're able to take it out before it's able to do anything. In comes the Melmetal, and they go for a Rock Slide immediately. Really happy about that because they're not necessarily farming us, which is great, because if they did that, I'm not going to say they could have won because we still have a shield, but it would have been a better position for them. They would have been fairly low, but you don't really need much health when it comes down to these last battles here, as long as you have a bunch of energy, because they're not going to be able to survive a superpower anyways. But all right, let's just take a look what happens here. I superpower and take the win, and we're looking great. The Dragonite in the front, guys, is absolutely amazing. Alright, so for the next battle, we're met with a Kyogre. This is great. Let's see if they decide to switch, and they do, into Dialga. We're going to go right into Melmetal, and we've already put ourselves in a good position after that switch here. So we've seen this, 1,000 times. We know. We get the shield out of them with the Rock Slide, which is great. And if you still do not know by now, the reason why you go for the Rock Slide, if you're kind of newer to PvP, is because when we go for superpower, we're going to be lowering our defense and attack. And if we could potentially get a shield out of them without having to do that, that's going to be great, right? So we're able to take them out, and we do have a shield. They have a shield. They're going to be going in with Kyogre, and we're just going to be going for the Rock Slide here, doing as much damage as possible. Don't necessarily want to switch, but the bad thing about this is they're going to be gaining a ton of energy on that Kyogre for whatever I do throw in here. It doesn't matter if it's low, it's still going to be able to hit as hard. So we're going to have to make the decision to switch. Is this going to be a Blizzard? I think it is. Let's go ahead and switch, and it is. So good thing we did here. Good usage on the shield. Going to be able to take them down. I really wish I would have farmed them there. So in comes a Dragonite, and let's see how we do this. We want that last shield out of them. So once we see it, we're going to throw our Mewtwo in, and it's game over, I think. So there's the last shield. Throwing the Mewtwo in. We need to go for a Focus Blast here, and we're simply going to one-shot it. And here we go. This is definitely going to take them out. And perfect. Mewtwo coming in clutch yet again with that Focus Blast, one-shotting these tanks left and right. Let's go. On to the next battle. We're met with a Garchomp. This is great for us. We just need to look out for a Outrage. But the thing is, they could potentially bait us with a Sand Tomb, but that's perfectly fine. Our Dragon Breaths are going to accumulate so much, and as long as we do win this matchup, I'm good with that. So we're going to be shielding this up. It is going to be a Sand Tomb bait. They're going to be switching into Togekiss, and we're going to be going into Melmetal. Now this is great. We're going to be building up to almost 2 Rock Slides here, so we can potentially get them back to back without having them get off a Flamethrower, because that's going to do a lot of damage to us, although we kind of want to go down quick because now the Garchomp's going to be able to come in here and farm on us and do super effective damage. I'm surprised that they got this off. Actually, you want to get off Sand Tomb as quick as possible because you're going to be doing more damage with your quick move, so that made sense. We're just going to be going for that superpower right away, doing a lot of damage there, making a switch into our Dragonite, and they're going into their Dialga here. Now, their Dragon Breaths are going to be doing a lot more because they're part Steel type and resisting. Well, it's not necessarily resisting Dragon, but it's not super effective. So we're going to be going in here with the Melmetal. They have no more shields. So I didn't hit the superpower fast enough. Let's just hope it's Iron Head. It doesn't take us out. We're able to survive. This is great. We don't have much health. And we're going to be able to go in here with our Mewtwo. Psycho Cut down. And, well, they switch into Garchomp. We think this is an outrage. It's not. They're trying to lower our defense. I was nervous that they had some sort of, like, charge ready to go. But we just hit our Psy Strike. And we don't even need to hit any bubbles. And we take the win with no more shields on their end. Into the next match, we're met with a Giratina. And you know the drill. This is great for us. Let's see if they switch. They do. They're going into Dialga. Man, oh man. Seeing a lot of the same teams over here. So that's, you know, the benefit of Master League to some degree. Yes, they're going to be tanks and hard to counter if you're going off meta, but for the most part, you can predict what a lot of people are going to have because of the consistency of continuously picking them, right? So yeah, think of it like that, right? Anyways, we didn't hit all those because we want to go down here. We kind of wanted to survive, but we didn't want to get farmed with the other Pokemon. So we're just going to go in here with Mewtwo, Psycho Cut down, gain some energy, looking good to go. They're going to be going in here with the Giratina. So we're just going to be going, obviously, with the Psy Strike. And we can definitely beat them in this situation. Well, since they did Dragon Breath us quite a bit, I don't know. But typically, Mewtwo can win this situation with the shield advantage because we're going to be able to get to Psy Strike so much faster. Alright, so I'm going to be catching this and hoping for an Ominous Wind, and that's exactly what it was. They're going to be making a switch into Togekiss, and here's the Hurricane, folks. Check it out. This is why having a double move on Dragonite is going to be great. Hurricane, Togekiss, doing so much damage. Going to be going in here with Mewtwo, but unfortunately I didn't get off the Psy Strike on time, and they're going to be able to take us out right here. But it doesn't really matter. It was looking like we were going to lose that anyways, but at least you were able to see how much damage the Hurricane did going up against Togekiss. So Dragonite does have some sort of defense up against that thing. Into the next match, we're met with a Giratina, and this is always good. Missing bubbles on my Dragon. They switched into Melmetal to catch that. Very nice. We're going to be going into our Mewtwo, and we've seen this one before. Going to kind of play those mind games here, making them think we're going to be going for the Focus Blast. After we built up to the Psy Strike, they're going to be shielding up. Great. I think we go for Focus Blast now. Shielding up our Melmetal, or our Mewtwo, and going for that Focus Blast. Let's see if they decide to commit to 2 shields, and they do. Okay, I mean, when they did that, I was thinking, all right. And they switch into their Dialga, or Giratina. Man, come on, get it. Jeez, correct yourself. All right, switching into Dragonite. This is a good matchup for me. And we're going to be able to take them down. Thinking I should have farmed a little bit more. They're going in here with their Melmetal. And they go for the Rock Slide immediately, which was really good for me. Because they didn't actually farm and have a little bit more energy potentially for this Pokemon. So they can maybe get off 2 superpowers. But they go for Rock Slide here. I think that was definitely a misplay. I have no more shields. Maybe they were trying to... I don't know what they were trying to do, honestly. But we go into our Mewtwo... And we had energy. We are going to get a Focus Blast and take out that Snorlax in one shot. Oh man, it is satisfying. Landing those Focus Blasts while Pokemon have full health, especially when they're tanks, is great. We're met with a good lead up against the Giratina. They're switching into the Melmetal. Yet again, another team we've been seeing coming up quite frequently here. And we're going to let that Rock Slide go through. And we're going to be shielding this up. It's like, you know, deja vu all over again with these battles here. So going for the Psy Strike, making them think we're going to be going for Focus Blast. I go for another one here. Hey, this is a Focus Blast, better shield up. And they don't. They let it go through. What do I do here? Shield up. Okay, we want to win this. They still have 2 shields. We're not looking good at all. How am I going to come back from this here? So they let that go through. Very surprising. Going to be going in here with Dragonite. And we're not going to be able to shield. We have none. Hitting us with Shadow Ball. And we're going to farm down. We have a Hurricane, but more than likely, let's just go Dragon Claw. They have 2 shields. They're probably going to use them now. What is it going to be? It's a Mewtwo. Letting it go through again. Really saving those shields for the late game here. And there they go. They know exactly what they're doing, right? So they get off a charge move right before we're about to go down. Potentially thinking that we're going to get off a Dragon Claw. We're going to go ahead and go in here with our Melmetal. We have no more shield, so if they hit us with a Focus Blast, it's good night, sleep tight for me. And we've seen exactly what Mewtwo can do with Focus Blast. It'll most definitely take us out. We're switching into our Mewtwo here to potentially absorb something or maybe just deplete their energy. We're going to be going back in here with our Melmetal, and I made a crucial mistake here. I should have built up more energy. So they go back in here with Mewtwo, and unfortunately, since we didn't build up energy while we were going up against that Melmetal, we crucially failed, and they're able to build up to a Focus Blast and take us out. So you learn from your mistakes, folks, for sure. So we're met with a Garchomp, and this is great. And they're going to be going into Dialga. We're going to go into Melmetal. Man, oh man, isn't it getting exciting over here with these Master League battles? And we're just going to be going for the Superpower right away. And then we're going to go for a Rock Slide. Draco Meteor. So here we go. Another example as to why I like going for Rock Slide. Getting the shield. And we didn't lower our defense, so we're going to be able to survive those Dragon Breaths, and we're able to get off a Superpower. Let's go. We survive with 1 HP. And that is not Best Buddy equipped at the moment. Taking us out and not able to farm. We're looking great. We're going to go back in here with Mewtwo, expecting a switch. They decide to stay in this fight. We're going to be going for that Dragon Claw before they decide to switch, so we can get a shield out of them, or they let it go through. Hitting us with Outrage, and they're making a switch into Melmetal. We're going to be going into Mewtwo here. We have to make that switch quick, because if Melmetal gains too much of an energy advantage, and it's not going to look good for us. So we have to potentially land a Focus Blast. We have to. So we're going to be building up to quite a bit of energy here. Going to go for the Side Strike. We get the last shield. We're looking great. We get to a Focus Blast, and we know this is going to take out the Melmetal here. And they have that Garchomp, and we're able to get to Side Strike. We don't even need to hit the bubbles here. Just hit the Charge Boo before they were able to, because their health was so low, and we did not want them to obviously take us out. So awesome. Dragonite, it's looking great. So this right here is one of the, I wouldn't say the worst, but a horrible lead for us. So we're going to be switching into Mewtwo, running away from that Mamoswine, which is going to be extremely strong against our Dragonite with those Ice-type moves, easily one-shotting us, as well as an extremely spammy Pokemon. So they're going to be switching into Mewtwo here. We're locked in here. There's nothing else we can do other than Side Strike. We can go Focus Blast, but no, don't do that. Just go Side Strike, guys. That's an obvious thing. So let's see how this plays out here. What do I decide to do? Shield this up. All right, they built up to 2. We figured that was going to happen. It looks like it's a Best Buddy as well, and a shiny. Let's go. Very nice, trainer. I like it. And we're able to take them out. Okay, I guess that's all right. They're going in with Mamoswine. Now, this is great. I think we would have been able to get to a Side Strike, but they used their energy here. So they have no more shields. We're going to be going in with our Melmetal, and they switch into Swampert. We go immediately into our Dragonite, and we're good. We are good to go. The only thing is, if they have Sludge Wave, not likely in the Master League, that is going to be a bit of a threat, but it looks like they're going straight Hydro Cannon, so I'm assuming they have Earthquake. So farming quite a bit. I wanted them to get me low, and I also wanted to build up a ton of energy here. So finally going for this, and we're going to be looking great. So if you did enjoy this video, trainers, please give it a big thumbs up. Like usual, share it with your friends, subscribe if you're new, and I'll continue to bring you some more Go Battle League videos and Pokemon Go news. Thank you for watching, and take care.